and one of the reasons why I fly in and I'm helping with the judging. Costa has a mission which is to save the world from mediocre coffee. We're very clear about that. It sounds, as I was saying earlier, a bit missionary, but we do think that there is a place in this world to save the world and deliver good coffee. And actually we can do that because we are a vertically integrated business. So we have our own roastery, we do our own sourcing of Rainforest Alliance coffee, and we deliver from bean to cup. So we control the delivery of our brand at all the aspects. And that comes down to the final point, which is delivering it to the customer. And one of the things that's really important to us is to get our staff engaged in the passion about the coffee. And therefore the baristas are really key to delivering our whole experience. Without them, without their passion, without their smile, without their acknowledgement of great customers, this brand doesn't work. It doesn't have a model. And therefore today is really about celebrating them, because they deliver for us. Yesterday was the grueling day because it was the technical standards day. So they had a whole day at the training academy here in Dubai, where they were presented with machines that were decalibrated and broken and told to timed into getting them back and fixed, and then making perfect cappuccinos, lattes, and espressos. And today's slightly more fun, although looking at the nervous faces, they don't seem to think so, which is actually what we're asking for, is real innovation and passion now about how they take our Mocha Italia blend and turn it into a specialty drink. So how do they add either ingredients, how do they add technique to balance the Mocha Italia, to deliver something new? And that's important because what we also do is, if we find some great drinks on this innovation journey, we will actually then put them into shops. And we did last year with a rose-based drink in the Middle East, and we had a spiced passionata that we put into our European business, which came out of our baristas' work on innovating new drinks. So this isn't just a game for our people to make them feel good. You know, there's a reality that we can turn their great thinking into fantastic products to sell in stores. So that's why we're here today. And then we finish today with a real bit of fun, which is to see how many perfect espressos they can deliver in 2 minutes. And that's perfect espressos. That's not just volume, that's quality and volume.
So people are going to drink the espresso?
Our master roaster judges will judge which ones.
You're going to be like that at the end of the day.
We won't drink every one, but what we'll do is, with sight, you can see whether an espresso. And we'll see who wins there, because that's just a bit of great fun. So if you're around, that's worth seeing. So that's what today's about, really, celebrating great coffee. That's why we're here.
How many Costa coffees there is all around the world?
Actually, at the moment, the number we're quoting, although it changes every day, because we're 2,500. We have 2,500 coffee shops. If you include the United Kingdom, it's 29, 30 countries, of which 1,500 are in the United Kingdom. Okay. And 1,000 are in international markets.
And how many in GCC?
GCC about 240.
Okay. It's a new market for you?
No. We've actually Dubai, the UAE, was our first international market, and we've been in the Middle East now since 1999. So we've been here for some time, and we're all over the GCC. We're in every country in the GCC, and we also have stores in Egypt, in Jordan, and in Lebanon.
What is different how the business is different here from the UK, for example? Does a client have different taste? Like the perfume, like it's different taste in Europe or in Asia or in Africa? Is it the same for coffee?
I think what we notice about our customers here in the Middle East, I mean, this is a coffee drinking part of the world, you know. So
you know your coffee.
you know the Arabica's kind of named after this part of the world. So you know, people really love coffee here. So what we notice is that people can distinguish quality, which is fantastic for our business because that's where we trade. The other thing that you know, there's more sort of cultural and social use of coffee shops in this part of the world, which is very different to the West. So, for example, you know, in our stores in London and in the UK, you know, they close at about 6 o'clock in the evening because people are off doing other things. Whereas in the Middle East, our coffee shops stay open way into the night, and you know, during Ramadan even later through the night, because they're the heart of social activity where people meet, and so they're very vibrant. We have a fantastic coffee shop scene here, and you know, we're delighted to be part of it.
But generally, I think in terms of profile of product, there are differences. The palate here generally tends to be sweeter, so a sweeter product tends to work. So you won't be surprised that caramel-based drinks here seem to work very well, whereas less so in Europe or China or even India, really. And then there's obviously local tastes that we have to appeal to, and one we've just launched, which is in 30 stores here, which is we now offer as a supplement in our milk range. We now can make our drinks with camel milk.
Oh wow!
So we now offer a camel milk option because there was a demand from the Arab community to be able to have what's a very healthy milk, and it does work in our coolers and in our lattes. So we've decided to offer it like soya milk. People like soya milk as well. So
great.
you know, yeah, I tasted it yesterday for the first time, and I didn't think I'd enjoy it, and actually I didn't find it different at all. Slightly more, I described the word salty, slightly more, but actually not unpleasant against an espresso, so I was quite pleased. You know, so that's a small piece of localization. It's never going to be big, but it gives, you know, what it says. As a brand, I think you have to. And we've recently just launched, actually our 1000th official store opening is going to be in Paragon Mall in Bangkok, where we have just opened. And what we're noticing in Southeast Asia, which is a new market to us, we've just opened in Singapore, Cambodia and Bangkok in Thailand, is that iced drinks there are about 70% of the mix. So they're drinking coffee. Don't get me wrong, this is not lemonades and other flavours. They are definitely drinking coffee. They just drink it all iced rather than hot. And that's not surprising when you look at the temperature. So you just have to react to that, and that's what makes it exciting.
Do you have any local competitors in the coffee business?
Lots.
Yeah?
Lots. I'm delighted to have.
Because I just see international brand all around the scene, so that's why I'm asking.
I'm sorry, you meant really local as opposed to, because
I think there's a pretty vibrant independent coffee scene here in Dubai, and you guys, I'm sure, particularly be very familiar with it. You know, we're delighted to be part of the coffee scene. We don't think anyone does quite what we do the way we do it, but you know, this is a coffee shop. This is a coffee shop society, so you know, it's great to be part of it.
In terms of this competition, what do you think it takes to make a great barista? So what are the qualities that make it up?
Well, I think actually passion, and that's shown. You know, what we're looking for is a genuine, confident, committed individuals. And actually, you won't be surprised that they're the values that we have in our people strategy. But what we're looking, and how that plays out, how that really plays out, is passionate people that know their coffee, that get excited about perfection. And also what you'll see here is have done a lot of research into what they can add to that great coffee, because they really care about trying to make something different. And one of our guest judges here today is Ryan, who judges the World Barista Championships, and you know, is a well-known face here. And I think it's great to have him set the benchmark of the standard of judging for us. And then Andreas, who's from Monin, will obviously have an angle because he sells a lot of syrups in the region. But having those people on a panel, I think we'll see what they deliver for us.
But I don't think you can be a great barista without really having a genuine passion for coffee and for the products. And almost as Andy was saying yesterday, there is the technical element. Technical skills are they're the path to get in. You're not going to be a great barista without the technical skills. And today is about flair, which is why today's it's a really fun day. It's about flair and letting these guys really show their personality. They're up on stage there. This is their show. So this is really about the individuals.
And it delivers careers for them as well. I think the other good news story from the UAE for us would be that Gihan, who is now the coffee training expert in Dubai for the Emirates Group, who's our partner, started as a barista, became a barista maestro, which is through our training program, came to the championship and won the world our barista championship in London, and is now running our coffee skills in Dubai for us. So there's a fantastic career that's come out of his passion for coffee, and I think seeing those people come through, Kat Finch, who works for us on the checking of coffee standards. She's our coffee excellence manager on the Costa side for the region. She won the Barista of the Year Championship 6-7 years ago in London when she was working in the UK. So people that come into this competition quite often end up with careers in coffee for us, which is good for them.
Right?
It's actually this year. It is very unusual that we've got the bias. But no, you're right. There's one lady, which is unusual. I have to say, in past years, it's been much more balanced. And in our portfolio around this part of the region, we have as many women as we do men working in our shops. So I just don't understand why there's a gender bias this year. But clearly there is, but it's not normal. And in the Barista Champion of Champions last year, it was the other way around. There was more women than men. Okay. So I think it just depends on the year. I don't think there's a particular angle on that this time around. But disappointing, nevertheless.
Yeah.
I would agree. We'll try and get more women next time. They actually, most of the people that have won the last 3 world champions in our business have all been women.
Yes,
have all been ladies. Excellent ladies. Anything else you need, guys? Well, we're around all day. I'm judging.
Yeah.
We'll take breaks. If you think of anything else, we've got a trading update briefing that's got more facts and figures on it. If you needed the technical stuff of the brand, we've got the latest trading statements.
And I think we've
some copies
had press packs.
of it. Yeah, I have some copies of it if you needed them.
That's got all the numbers in it, as opposed to they're the numbers that were last reported, so they're the ones publicly we use, which is the 18th of June. So it's slightly out of date, but at least they're the most current ones that we talk to.
Just one last one.
Yeah,
where's the coffee come from? You said you own the coffee factory, right?
We own our own roastery. We buy beans from around the world.
Okay.
And we have one blend, which is Mocha Italia, which we blend from a secret recipe of obviously South American beans, African beans, and then we use a very small percentage of Robusta, which usually comes from either Brazil or Vietnam, depending on availability. So we blend to the same flavour profile from those pockets of green beans from around the world, and you have to do that depending on frosts, availability, price. But the end result for us is the same consistent flavour profile. And the reason we add just a little bit of Robusta into ours is because such a large percentage of our drink mix is milk-based drinks, and what we found is that you need just a kick of Robusta when you're putting it through quite a lot of milk to actually get the flavour profile right. So that's why we added a small proportion of that, and it's all Rainforest Alliance. The challenge for us actually is that because we've gone 100% Rainforest Alliance coffee.
Sorry, what does it mean?
Rainforest Alliance is a certified company, a bit like Fair Trade, that work very specifically in a limited number of farms and regions around the world to pay a fair price to farmers, deliver education, literacy, housing and minimum standards for the coffee growers who grow our coffee. And we took a decision some 3 years ago to only buy Rainforest Alliance coffee, which means effectively, commercially, we can only buy from 4% of the world's production of coffee, because that's all that's approved now. Now they're opening it up regularly and approving more people to the standard, but actually we're very happy with that, because we believe that ethically working with an organisation that very clearly is targeted
and nowadays it's really important, like marketing, I mean everyone is focusing on this kind of
something.
But it's just the right thing to do.
It's right, and it's good for business also.
Yeah.
Like, it's really important.
And you'll see in your last page here, what we then do to supplement that within our brand is we have our own foundation, and that foundation is completely focused on delivering literacy and education to kids in the coffee growing communities that we buy from. So we raise £2 million a year, $3 million a year, and we've got 42 schools running in all of the coffee growing communities that we trade, because we think it's important not only that the coffee has been grown to Rainforest Alliance, but we personally as a brand want to be associated back in the regions where our coffee is grown. And it's great actually, what our Barista of the Year quite often does, if they win the champions, is go to one of the schools in one of the coffee growing communities, so that their prize is to go to Uganda or Costa Rica or Ethiopia to visit one of the pieces.
Southeast Asia, which is actually a bit of a mouthful, so if you want to call it just MENA-C, I think that works a little bit better. We have 11 finalists for you today, and they have gone through, they're already champions in their own right. They've won heats, semi-finals and finals in their own country. So please welcome and join me in welcoming our finalists today. guys. And I'm very proud to be able to say that this year, which is different to last year, we have some new countries and some new finalists. We have 3 new countries this year where we've actually opened new stores. We have finalists from Cambodia, we have a finalist from Kazakhstan, and a finalist from Singapore, so welcome to them. And also, it's a bit of a year of firsts, we have our first Bahraini national, Hussein, who is here with us today. And Hussein actually also took his first flight ever to get here to Dubai, so welcome. Guys, for the last 2 days, the final has run over 2 days, and yesterday we had our technical final part of the final, which all of our baristas, what they had to do is it was a half-an-hour session, and they had to sort out the grind and dose. Then they had to make a number of drinks. They had to make 2 espressos, they had to make 2 Americanos, 2 cappuccinos, and 2 lattes. So actually they're already halfway through the competition, and today is the second part, which is the specialty drinks and the espresso race, which is more I will tell you about later. I was fortunate enough actually to be a judge yesterday and to see at least half of the finalists perform, and I have to say it was absolutely fantastic. Seeing their expertise, their accuracy, and their passion actually for coffee was fantastic. So, one little bit of housekeeping for you today. We're not expecting any fire alarms. If there are any, head outside. There's some stairs across the hallway, and head down the stairs and head outside towards the tennis court. You'll be directed where to go. The other bit of housekeeping, if I could please ask if you could all put your phones to silent if you haven't already. When the baristas are up here, they're focused on what they're doing, and it's quite frustrating if you hear phones, as I'm sure you'll be aware. So please, if I could ask if you could turn your phones silent. Thank you. So, let's move on. We have 4 judges for you today, 2 celebrity judges and 2 excellent judges from Costa. So, first of all, our first judge is the Managing Director of Costa International Franchise, currently managing 1,000 stores, hopefully going to be opening another 1,000 in the next few years. Please welcome Andy Marshall. You were recently at the, I think you were judging at the European final, which was a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, I was.
How did that go?
Yeah, it was great. It was nice to see all the European baristas battling it out to become European champion, to come to London. And here I am looking at a fantastic group of baristas who are going to battle it out today. So delighted to be here. Doing what we do so well, which is saving the world from mediocre coffee. So,
thank you, Andy. I think the finalist, the winner actually of the European competition, had an interesting name in terms of who he was.
Yes, we don't know whether he changed his name by default, but his name is Mr. Costa. Ricardo Costa from Portugal. So he's the champion, but don't think that gives him a head start. You don't have to change his name.
Thank you, Andy. Our second judge today, and a celebrity judge, he is the event director for UAE Coffee Events. He's a co-founder of the UAE Coffee Club. He's actually a World Barista Championship judge, so I'm sure he'll tell you a little bit more about that. And he serves on the judging panel at the UAE Barista and Latte Art Championship. So really, he's our coffee expert today. Please welcome Ryan Godino. Ryan, so obviously you've done quite a bit of judging in the past. What sort of advice would you be giving to our finalists today?
Well, it's nice to see all these faces here. They look very happy to be here. Best advice I could give them is probably be calm, enjoy yourself, believe in yourself, and just have fun. Yeah, we look forward to tasting all your coffees.
Fantastic, thanks, Ryan. And just one other question: you've also been a judge at the World Barista Championship. What does that consist of? What is that event all about?
Well, we do the technical and sensory on the spot, so they have 15 minutes to prepare 4 espressos, 4 cappuccinos, and 4 signature drinks. So it's a bit similar to what we're doing here and what you did yesterday. Technical judges stand around the baristas, sensory sit in a row like this, and everything is judged in terms of taste, presentation, overall appeal of the beverage, and consistency. So, fantastic. Thank you.
Our third judge today is another Costa person. He started his career actually as a chef, and he's created lots of new recipes for companies, brands such as Sainsbury's, Millie's Cookies, and of course Costa. And actually, if you walk into a Costa today, I'm sure you'll find a lot of the drinks that Rob's had a lot of involvement in those. Here's our head judge today. Please put your hands together for Rob Danzy. Rob, obviously, I know you were at the technical judging yesterday. How was it, and what did you see?
It was really good, and I was really impressed by the high standards that of technical ability of all the contestants, and everyone did really well. So it means it's all open for today.
So do we know how, in terms of how they're going to do? Is it close? Is it?
It's incredibly close, yes. Excellent. So the speciality session and the espresso race will decide our winner.
Fantastic. Thank you, Robert. No pressure, guys. Our final judge today, and our final celebrity judge, he is the Beverage Innovation Director for Monin, one of our sponsors today. He is a mixologist, actually, so what that means is he knows what flavours go together, so he's going to be well able to judge the drinks today. He won the Best Italian Bartender in 2009. Please welcome Andrea Fedora. Obviously, you've had a lot of experience in terms of in competitions like this, and you've won competitions as well in the past. Again, what sort of advice would you be giving to our finalists today?
Yeah, that's true. I've been many times on the other side of the table, so as in the competitor's role. Well, what I can tell you is just be yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun, enjoy the event, and communicate your feeling. I mean, don't keep everything for you. Just tell us what you feel, what you want, what it's all about, and just have fun, enjoy the competition. Good luck.
Perfect. Thanks, Andrea. Please welcome all of our judges. One slightly sadder bit of news today. We've actually got 11 finalists today. We did originally have planned for 12. Unfortunately, our Egyptian finalist, who won the final in Egypt, Mustafa, was unable to make the trip to Dubai. Obviously, I'm sure you're probably aware of the situation in Egypt at the moment, and it wasn't quite right for him to come. So we send our congratulations to Mustafa for winning his final, and I'm sure we'll have a candidate from Egypt next year. Before I go any further, I'd like to introduce the Director for Middle East, North Africa, Southeast Asia and India. So I think that's sort of a bit of a MENA CI or something like that. But anyway, please welcome Judd Williams.
Thanks, Tom. It's a bit of a running joke in our business, this acronym. We change it every time. So amnesia is the one I'm shooting for, I think, today. But still on the wrong piece of the floor. Really, for me, it's just to add my welcome to you all here to our Barista of the Year event. A big welcome to all of you here. We've got a really mixed crowd here of friends, colleagues, supporters, guests. So we really do appreciate you all taking the time out. We know everyone's busy. This is a really exciting event for us, so thank you so much for being here to share it with us. And this is indeed the highlight of our year at Costa. You know, we're all about barista-made coffee, and we're all about perfection, and as Andy said, saving the world from mediocre coffee. And we're here today to crown our champion of champions, and one of these guys or girl over here will actually be going to London to represent the region in that final, which happens just in October, so just in a month or so's time. So that's really exciting. This is a huge amount of organisation and effort that goes into putting an event such as this together, and through the day and towards the end of the day we'll have quite a bit of recognition and thank yous. But just from my part, I'd like to say thank you and welcome again to our judges. Thanks for being here, and a big thank you as always to our long-time supporters and sponsors, the guys from Monin and from CMA Astoria, who do all of our machines. So thank you, guys. So it doesn't seem to be a year since we were here last time and doing the Costa Barista of the Year in 2012, but it has been a year, and what a fantastic year it's been for Costa. We've brought the Costa experience to more and more customers around the world, and over the last year we've opened up Costa stores in new countries such as Spain, France, Malta, Cambodia, Thailand, Kazakhstan, and Singapore. So we haven't been sitting and resting on our laurels, and as Tom said, it's great to welcome some of the barista champions and some of the team from those new countries here today. Our global network now stands at some 2,500 stores. It changes every day, every week, as you can imagine. And in this region alone, we sell well over 1 million cups of coffee every month. And this success for us has enabled us really to be able to do another couple of great things, which is that we've extended our relationship with Rainforest Alliance, and in that way the people who grow our coffee and the land where it's grown is carefully managed and sustained, and that's something we're really committed to. And also the work of our Costa Foundation, which is a separate trust which we set up in 2006 and is committed to providing education in coffee growing communities around the world, is going from strength to strength. And we, in the last year, raised well over 5 million dirhams for that foundation. And to date, we've got 30 schools that have been opened, and we've helped to educate 17,500 children. So, you know, for all of us at Costa, that's about giving back, and that's a fantastic achievement. But only possible because of the fantastic quality of coffee that we make and deliver to our customers every day. So, welcome here to Dubai for the 2013 Costa Champion of Champions. Dubai, home of the world's tallest building. Dubai, home of the world's richest horse race. For those of you who can see out of the window, the first 7-star hotel in the world. And around the corner, the latest accolade, is the tallest twisted tower in the world, the KN Tower. There's 75 floors and 307 metres high. So it's impressive stuff. But actually, today, Dubai is home to another best of best, and you're much closer to greatness than even the tower around the corner, because today we have a lineup of Costa's best baristas in the world. So welcome, guys. As Tom said, all of these guys are champions in their own right. I won't apologise for repeating that point. This is definitely a competition, and despite what Ryan said, I see a few nerves over there. But these guys and girl are all fantastic champions already. They're the best of the best in their countries, and I want to say from Costa, thank you guys, and we salute you. Thank you very much. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I have to tell you that making a cup of coffee is easy. It's really easy to make a cup of coffee. Millions of people do it all over the world every day. However, when you're using some of the best coffee beans and the finest coffee making machinery in the world, when you're making coffee for not just coffee likers but coffee lovers, when you're so proud and passionate that the very thought of serving an imperfect coffee drives you half crazy, and when it says Costa Coffee above your door and your business depends on it, we are not talking about making an everyday cup of coffee. We're actually talking about making the perfect Costa coffee every day for every customer, every single cup. And making coffee like that is a skill and an art. It's a moment of magic. Some would say a moment of genius. Being able to make coffee like that is a gift and it's a talent. And it's a talent that with enough pride and passion and personality, and it's fair to say with a good deal of practice, you can master. And we have masters with us here today, and in fact every Costa coffee barista is a master of that process. And making perfect coffee every time for every customer is the cornerstone of what we are as a brand of Costa Coffee. If you distill it all down to everything that we do, we are about serving great coffee to our customers, served by great people. It's really important because our customers are coffee lovers. It's really important because as a business, serving handcrafted perfect coffee every time is what keeps us going. It's what enables us to bring to the customer innovative and technically complicated drinks like our world famous flat white and Corto coffees, which our competitors can never match. And it's important to our people, to these people, because our baristas are people for whom if a job can't be done well, it's not worth doing. So what I'm going to do now is ask my colleague to push the button on the VT and give you a little bit of flavour of the competition and what's happened yesterday by showing you some VT from London last year.
I am ever so proud, and honestly, I'm speechless. I never expected to get this far. I'm just bringing a bit of me. That's one thing that nobody else can bring to this competition.
I'm very proud, and also my mom's very proud, my family, my colleagues back in Dubai. So guys, this one's for you. I'll bring energy.
I'm very dedicated. I've had a lot of time out in store as well as in store, just practicing grindos and my core drinks. And also, I feel that I can really express myself well and that my personality will really shine through.
Never expected to get here, and they picked me to represent my region, and I'm so happy to be here, and I hope I can do really well and make them all proud. I'm very competitive, and I like to be the best at everything.
I'm really, really proud. Everyone in my area made a really big deal about it. I've been in the local newspaper. Obviously, I've got the skills and the passion for the coffee, but I like to think I'm bringing a bit of fun.
I won my regional competition, so I'm here now to win Barista of the Year. It can change whole of my life.
I went into the individual franchise competition last year and came third, so I've really bettered myself to be here this year. To win the competition just be amazing, just be an incredible honour.
I came here instead of all the competitors in China. I bring all the passion from China.
I'm really hoping that I can inspire others to enter. I'd love to be an ambassador for Costa. I love the brand. I love the coffee.
It's not a small achievement to be the top 10 best in the world. So apart from me being proud, I'm sure everyone who I know, my friends, my family, are really looking forward to the final and hopefully to do it.
Wow. So that event happens in London in October, and one of you guys is going to represent us there. So today is going to be a day of frothing and steaming and texturing, a day of grinding and tamping and extracting. It's going to be a day of astounding signature drinks and a day of espresso races. But most of all, it's going to be fun. You have to trust me. Because most of all, today is about a celebration. It's a celebration of our world-famous Costa Mocha Italia blend of coffee, and it's a celebration of our world-famous Costa baristas. So champions, I wish you all the very best of luck. We really look forward to watching you today. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, so just to give you a quick overview of what we're going to do today and how it's going to work. Starting off, we're going to have our first speciality final, and we'll have two people coming up and competing. We'll follow that. The competition, they will get 10 minutes to make their drinks, and then they will present them to the judges. We'll follow that with another round, another specialty drink round 2, and then what's slightly different to how we've done things before, we're going to follow those 2 rounds with an espresso race. Now, in an espresso race, what happens is that each finalist gets 2 minutes to make as many perfect espresso as they can in that 2-minute time. And our judges will judge in terms of which ones are perfect and which are not perfect. After that, we're going to have a bit of lunch. Then we'll come back and we're going to do another 2 sets of specialty drinks, followed by 2 espresso races. We're going to have a little break, and then we're going to finish up with our final 2 sets of specialty drinks and 2 more espresso races. And then we'll let the judges deliberate, and we hope to have a result to you by 4:30. So that's the plan. And I think without further ado, let's get on with it. Our first finalist is representing Singapore, and he has created a drink that really reflects his local Singaporean guests. He believes in a healthy mind and healthy body. Let's watch a short video.
I'm Muhammad Wiman. That day Costa Coffee Singapore. We had this iconic landmark. The multi sense integrated resorts. Beside this landmark, Singapore is blessed to welcome Costa Coffee here since August last year. I am proud to the pilot batch and to be Bariska my show now. I love every single minute and every single time. We've got Costa Coffee since 10 months ago. Throughout this journey, I've learned to master and to perfect on my handcrafted skills. My passion in life is to serve and deliver great cup of coffee and put smiles on my customers' face. Coffee is not just a drink, it's an art, and I take pride on perfecting my handcrafted coffee. I'm looking forward to your support, and I'm eager to show you my barista skills. See you there, and welcome to Singapore. Visit me sometimes. Thank you.
Please put your hands together and welcome Iman from Singapore. Iman, fantastic to see you here today representing Singapore for your first ever final.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're going to be making for the judges today?
Okay, today I'll be making pink paradise, which is consisting of mint, strawberries and chocolate with a shot of espresso, so that I actually get this idea from my customers itself because they are looking forward for that kind of drink in Costa.
Fantastic, thank you. Do you want to go and start setting up? I will introduce our second finalist. Our second finalist is representing Iman. He hopes to share everything that he learns with his fellow baristas. Let's watch a short video.
Since I started to work in Costa, I feel the willingness, happiness that this industry suits for me to provide the consistency of passion, pride, patience, personality that might lead us to perfection. To be the barista of the year is what from your heart and passion is all about.
Please welcome from Iman, Adrian. Hello, Adrian.
I know this.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you. I think we're okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Good.
I know you.
Adrian, do you want to tell us a little bit about what the drink you're going to be making for us today?
I actually changed my name. The name of my drink it's Shockwave. Not more than it's a combination of my specialty that came from originated in Philippines. So.
Sorry, what was? Can you just repeat the name again? It was
Shockwave, sir.
Okay, fantastic.
Again, this shock. Also, wing.
Fantastic. Good. Excellent. Do you want to go and get yourself set up and get yourselves ready? Okay, you want to give that to the judges, that's fine. Mark, how are you doing? Are you pretty much there?
Yeah, I am.
Good stuff. Okay, Rin, do you want to get yourself set up and get all your things ready? Did your box? Have we got the box? This whole thing.
The drop of espresso so it doesn't be hard.
Okay. And you said you think this will be popular in Singapore?
Yeah.
And what is it about the drink that would mean that Singaporean customers would want to?
Okay, in Singapore, basically most of the people will be looking for mocha and they actually buy some fruits outside to drink with the mocha. So I'll be getting this inspiration from them and just I want to try drink for them.
Okay, excellent. Adrian, how are you doing over here?
Very well.
So you've got lots of complicated things over here, so tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Very well also.
Okay, let me just So tell us, what are you doing now? What are you going to...
I'm starting to prepare my shockwave.
The shockwave, okay. How do you prepare it? What's the preparation?
I do prepare. First, I want to introduce my muscovado, originated in Philippines.
Okay. So is it Philippines-inspired drink, is it, or?
Philippines-inspired drink in my colorful childhood.
Your colourful childhood?
Yeah.
Why was it colourful?
Because I usually eating a pancake when I was a child.
Okay.
I use maple syrup, one of my favorite sweets.
Okay.
Satisfying my appetite on putting it in a pancake. So it inspires me to use that as one of my best ingredients.
Okay. And what coffee goes into your drink? What type of coffee?
Our very best.
A Mocha Italia, obviously. How are you using the Mocha Italia in the drink?
Sweet balancer, but I use solo espresso.
Solo espresso.
Yes.
Okay. And why did you choose solo espresso?
All our coffee started in espresso, so I will start also my career on solo espresso.
Okay, excellent. And with the texturing of the milk, are you trying to get any special texture with the milk, or?
I'm just using the texturing technique, but we're usually using in flat white and cortado.
Okay.
That's it.
So we're going to see some latte art or something different, or?
Not
today. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I'll let you carry on. Mum, how are we doing over here? Look like we've got lots of delicious fresh strawberries, it looks like.
Yeah.
And what are these herbs here we've got?
Okay, these are mint leaf. So I'm blending the mint leaf together with strawberry.
Yeah.
So that when you guys drink it, you can have some chunks of strawberries and a cooling sensation after that.
Okay.
So I'm adding some sugar to bring out the flavor of the strawberry itself.
Okay.
So it's a little bit sweeter than usual.
And so are these flavours that would be typical? I mean, obviously strawberries are popular everywhere,
Yes,
but in
right.
Singapore particularly, is that something that's really...
Mint is for refreshing ones.
Yeah. Okay.
So actually this you can actually bring it to the beach as well. So if you have Costa by the beach, you can actually enjoy the cold drink as well.
Okay, sorry. And you talked about healthy body, healthy mind. So you like to keep fit, you like to go to the gym?
I always go cycling.
Cycling,
and
yeah?
I do bowling as well when I have free time.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you get much free time?
I I did.
So you're adding milk to that?
Yep, I'm adding milk to this. Okay. Thank you.
And we've got some ice as well going in, yeah? And is this a drink that you think you might be able to make, you could sell in your stores? Would it be easy to put together, or in terms of operationally, does it work, do you think?
In terms of operation-wise, okay, there's actually another method. We can actually use morning syrup, which have all the flavors inside. But if I use fresh milk,